Hello everyone, welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 948 named bag of tokens. In this problem, you start with the initial power of power. That means you are given a score and power. Now, the initial score is 0 and a bag of tokens given as an integer array forms tokens, where each of the elements denotes the value of a specific token. Now, your goal is to maximize the total score by strategically playing these tokens. In one move, you can play an unplayed token in one of the two ways, but not both for the same token. So here, in the first operation, we can do face up. In the second operation, we can do face down. Now, if you perform the face up operation, if your current power is at least token of I, then you may play token of I, losing token of I power and gaining score 1. In the face down, if your current score is at least 1, and you may play token of I, gaining token of I power and losing 1 score. Now we have to return the maximum possible score you can achieve after playing any number of tokens. Now suppose let's consider this third example. Here, the token value is 100, 200, 300, and 400. And our initial power is 200. Okay. So far, so good. Now, as our initial power 200 is greater than the token 100, so we can perform face-up operations. So here, if we perform the face-up operation in the first token, our score will be 1, and our power will be reduced by 100. So our initial power or the reducing power will be 100. Now we have used the token 100. So we have remaining 3 of the token, which is 200, 300, and 400. Now our power is 100. So we cannot do any of the face up operation till now. So now let's take the power of 400 and our score will be reduced by 1. So now our score will become 0 and our total power will be 100 plus 400, which is 500. Now, by using this 500 power, we can get or we can perform the face-up operation into the element 200 and 300. So because the summation of 200 and 300 is 500, so which is exactly equal to our power. So we can perform face-up operation in both of the tokens. So here the is increasing score will become 2 once again. So here we can say that the maximum score available is 2. I hope you understood the example. Now the array length can be in between 0 to 1000 and the value of each array element and the power can be in between 0 to 10 to the power 4. I hope you understood the constraint. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now, to understand the algorithm, let's take an example. Suppose we are given 4 tokens with the value of 1, 2, 4, and 3. And our initial power is 2. So here we have to perform the algorithm. So now let's first sort this token. If we sort this token by using the ascending order, then it will become 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here, as we have to maximize the score, so we have to check tokens with the maximum value and minimum value. And we can solve this kind of problem by using the 2-pointer approach. So here, at first, let's take 1 pointer here and another pointer here. Now, what is the optimal strategy? The optimal strategy is we can perform the face-up operation with as minimum possible value, and we can take power or perform the face down operation from as maximum value as possible. So here, to track the minimum possible value, we will use one pointer, which is here. And to track the maximum possible value to gain power, we will use another pointer here. So far, so good. Now, two pointer is marking to the first and the last position. So here, it is our initial power, which is 2. So now, we will check whether we can perform any face-up operation or not. So, this pointer will check the face-up operation, and this pointer will check the face-down operation. So now, yes, we can perform a face-up operation because the value 1 is less than 2. So here, the score will become 1 and the power will be reduced into 1 because we have used 1 unit of power here. Now, as we have used face-up operations, so we have to upgrade the face-up pointer. Now our face-up pointer is pointing to the value 2, but our power is 1. So we cannot perform the face-up operation because 2 is greater than 1. So we have to gain the strength. So here, in which position we will gain the strength? So here we will gain the strength from the face down pointer. So the initial power or the total power will become 1 plus 4, which is 5. So far, so good. As we have used the value 4, so we have to upgrade our face down pointer here. Now, wait, as we have gained power, so our score will become 0 once again. It will be reduced by 1. Now, our face up and face down pointer is pointing to the value 2 and 3. So here, 2 is less than the total power 5. So we can perform face up operation with the element 2. So our score will become 1 and our power will become 5 minus 2, which is 3. Okay. So as we perform the face up operation here, so we have to upgrade our face up pointer, which is pointing to this element 3 right now. So here this element 3 is exactly equal to the power. So again, we can perform the face up operations with the element 3. So here, if we perform the face up operation with the element 3, the power will become 3 minus 3, which is 0. And our score will become from 1 to 2. So here, our face up operations and face up operations is completed because we have utilized all of the element into the given array here. Now, after completing the algorithm, we have seen that our maximum score is 2. So in this problem, we have to return 2. Now, what is the time and space complexity of this problem? The time complexity of this problem is big O of n log n, because we are using a sorting function on n number of elements. That's why the overall time complexity is big O of n log n. And what is the space complexity? As we are using only constant X-ray spaces, the overall space complexity will be big O of 1. Because in this problem, we are not using any of the variable size spaces. That's why the overall space complexity is big O of 1. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. In bag of token scores, which has a vector as a parameter and initial power is given. Now we are using the sorting function and we are using 2 pointers and integer value, score and maximum, to keep track of the score and the maximum value. Now we have to run a loop while the left pointer is less than is equal to the right pointer. And if our current element is less than is equal to power, That means we can perform a face-up operations. So here we have to upgrade the score by 1 and reduce the power of corresponding element and upgrade the I pointer. Otherwise, we have to take the power from by using the face down operation. That's why we are upgrading the power and reducing the score and upgrading the J pointer as well. Now, if in any point of iteration, our score value is less than 0, that means we have to terminate the loop. After that, we have to upgrade our maximum value. Finally, we have to return the maximum value. I hope you understood the code. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.